Washington Wizards. The opening tip won by the Pacers as we get underway in downtown Indianapolis.
The assist from number 12, Tyreke Evans.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not going down here. Evans to Young. Sabonis can't connect. Beal. Fires the three. Off the iron. No good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Miles Turner slams it down.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Beal. Scores from the post.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Pacers with the possession. Oladipo to Evans. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Knocked loose. That'll get out off one of the Pacers. So it remains Washington basketball. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Oh, the Pacers come away with the steal.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Oladipo matched up with Beal. Victor Oladipo with the slam.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
And a whistle.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Stepping in for the Wizards, number 21, Dwight Howard.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Wizards with the basketball. Great defense there, forcing the pickup to Beal.
2 minutes left in the first quarter.
Nice pass to get things going.
Old school equals high percentage.
Oladipo into the front court. Leads 3. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Victor Oladipo. Gets a look. Can't hit.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Wizards at the controls. Nothing going here on that drive.
In the first quarter.
Short jumper won't go down.
Woo, I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Darren Collison, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
I love when I see smaller players finish in the paint amongst the trees. But if you're big on the other side, you can't let that happen so easy.
Oh, Bradley Beal, not much more the defense could have done. Hits a contested 3.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Now a whistle, and Indiana is going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Oladipo, defended by Trevor Ariza. Wide open look, won't go.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
Cashes in for 2.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Indiana with the basketball. Good look that time, but off the mark. Parker's shot off the mark. First quarter is complete. The Pacers have the lead. One of those games, every shot seems to be going down. Only 1 quarter in the books, Jay. Defensively, what needs to be tightened up?
Both teams are on fire, but speaking of competitive juices, one of the beautiful things that we heard during the timeout, in a team huddle, you heard multiple voices that weren't the coach saying how much more they needed to fight in order to win this game. Oh, trust me, the intensity level is going to pick up a couple of notches.
To Beal. And his foot was on the line. It's going the other way. It's Indiana basketball. Oladipo to Young. Sizing up the defense. Thaddeus Young. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
For 3. Not that time. He misses. Sabonis can't connect. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Oladipo into the front court. 2-point advantage. Oh, Miles Turner. 3 for 3 in this first half.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Fires the 3. He buries it.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Now the Pacers go to use a timeout as they'll talk things over in a 1-point basketball game. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Oladipo matched up with Thomas Bryant. Now a steal by Washington. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Jabari Parker at the line for 2 shots. A career 74% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Pacers control. Collison defended by Trevor Ariza.
Hey, double screen.
Surveys the floor. Collison to Young. The Pacers with 4 to shoot. Short jumper won't fall. Knocked loose. Fight to shoot for Washington. And Young able to secure the rebound. Collison into the front court. Down a point. Gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
And look out. Big finish at the rim.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Collison. Oh, they call him for the foul.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Scott Brooks going to shift gears, make some changes to his lineup.
Number 1, first foul in the last 2 minutes. Substitutions, Washington.
Collison to Turner.
Watch Cutter, watch Cutter, watch Cutter.
Oh, Miles Turner. Oh, the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Parker to the basket, but a shot won't go down. Oladipo into the front court. His team up by 1. Here comes the screen. Oladipo turns and slams it down.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Goes to the left side. Young. Thaddeus Young. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Nothing going here on that drive. From long range. Off the mark. No good. That's it for the first half, with the Pacers in the lead. Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third.
Go to work, go to work.
It's Washington with the basketball. Beal. For 3. Not getting the bounce.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Oladipo into the front court. His guys lead here, early stages, third quarter. Gets it in the left corner. Baseline drive. Young off the mark.
This team is collectively feeding off their negative energy so far in the second half. Everybody is mad. Everybody is frustrated. Nobody's decided to take the torch and say, hey, look, follow my lead.
Almost unlucky bounce. Turner to Evans. Add 2 points to the board.
When I played, and I see guys do this all the time, when you shoot, the target isn't the basket. The target is actually before you even go into the shot. The target are your hands defensively. If your hands are down and you give me clear vision towards the bucket, that shot's definitely going up.
Someone needs a breather. Nate McMillan has some new guys on the floor. Beal can't go down. Smothering defense. Joseph with it. It's an 8-point lead. To Young. Here's a chance from long range. Rebound taken by Portis. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Beyond the arc for 3. That out of his range and no good. Full throttle, right to the basket for the deuce.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Pacers with the possession.
Here coming left.
Oh, he had it. To Beal. Lets it fly from long range, and Bradley Beal knocks down a wide-open 3.
Consistency wins a game. Sometimes you have to double down. I'm sure that's what their coach told them to do in the locker room. Keep shooting your shot.
Nothing going here on that drive. Young. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Can't connect. It's no good. Screen coming. 5 to shoot for Indiana. Scores from the post.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
Pick up.
Thaddeus Young tips it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Off the assist.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Number 6, Corey Joseph.
Don't take it light on him. Go at him. It's nothing. Go at him.
Get into it.
Bradley Beal. 3 for 6 now.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Joseph with it. Leads 3. To Young. Fires the 3, and Thaddeus Young. No one in his zip code hits the 3.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of 3s. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
It's your chance at some excellent memorabilia.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Substitutions, Washington.
That's a 5-second violation. Oladipo. Slam dunk.
Look, do I love the versatility offensively of DeMontis Sabonis? Yes. But let me tell you why I love even more. Sometimes you need somebody who just gives a hard screen. Somebody to put the defender right on their back, send a message. That's what Sabonis brings to the table.
Able to convert inside.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Joseph with it. They can get a 2-for-1 if they hurry. To Oladipo. Short jumper stays out. Baseline drive. And he finishes at the rim.
Good shot.
3 quarters down. The Pacers have the lead. So the Pacers with the basketball to start the 4th quarter, and they'll be looking to finish strong.
And when you play stingy defense on one end, the other end takes care of itself.
And counted at the rim.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Beal. Great defense, forcing the miss.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense. You can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
Here comes the screen. Miles Turner sends it away.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
To Parker. Jabari Parker. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Oladipo into the front court. His team up by 7. Just off the mark. Wizards have it. Great feed. Got it.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Oladipo into the front court. Up 5. Defense making the ball carrier work. Here comes the screen to Evans. Shot from in close, no good. Miles Turner pins it. Hustle pays off. They've got the possession. To Evans. Nothing going here on that drive. Evans. Miles Turner slams it down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Has a look. Can't connect. To Oladipo. That pass stolen by the Wizards.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
4-3. Not that time. He missed it. The follow won't go either. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Thaddeus Young. Beal. Pacers have it. Evans to Young. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Young. Oh, nice find for the basket.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Howard. Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
A simple touch foul.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
Team foul number 1. First foul in the final 2 minutes. Into the game for...
On the pass, stolen by Indiana.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
Yes, Victor Oladipo. He has struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
I hear so many players talk about, oh, my skill set is this or my skill set is that. How about your skill set is your effort on the defensive end? That's something we don't talk about as much as we need to.
Short jumper off the mark. To Oladipo. There's the toss. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Thaddeus Young swats it. Foot was on the line. It's a turnover. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Miles Turner snatching it out of the air. That's his 3rd block this evening. Victor Oladipo with the slam. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Trying to cash in. Jumper's good.
There's something that is so impressive about what we saw this evening. Not just the shot-making ability, but the fact that not every shot came from the pocket. There were some bad passes being made, and the shots came from different places around the body, which aren't usual for the typical shot. That shot-making ability, that's something special to watch.
Gets a shot up off the mark to Young. Oladipo. Sheer strength to slam it down. He ran right through the gauntlet.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Miles Turner able to recover with the block. Ooh, 5 now.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
This one to the Pacers.